Hello everyone, thank you for clicking on this video. Do you want to get better at English? Do you want to improve your listening and speaking? Many people study English for a long time, maybe 5 years, maybe 10 years. They know many words. They can read books, but they cannot speak. Does this sound like you? If it does, do not worry. You are not alone. This is a very common problem. I have taught over 100,000 students. I saw the same problem again and again. Today, I will tell you the 3 biggest reasons why people fail. More importantly, I will give you the solutions. And if you watch until the end, I will share one very simple habit. You can do it for just 5 minutes every day. This one habit can change everything for you. It is the key to unlocking your speaking ability. The first reason, the wall of fear. The first and biggest reason is fear. It is not that you cannot speak. It is that you are afraid to speak. Imagine there is a wall. This wall is between your brain and your mouth. In your brain, you have the right words. You know what you want to say, but the words cannot come out of your mouth. Fear builds this wall. I remember when I started learning a new language. I knew many words from my books. But when the teacher asked me a question, my mind went blank. My heart started beating so fast. I was afraid of making mistakes. I was afraid my pronunciation was bad. I was afraid other people would laugh at me. This fear stopped me from even trying. This is a psychological wall. Many learners feel this way. The most important step is to know that this fear is normal, and you can break down this wall. The second reason, the enemy called perfect. The second reason is connected to fear. It is the desire to be perfect. I call perfectionism the enemy of progress. Let me tell you about a student. Let's call him Alex. Alex was a very smart student. He knew more English vocabulary than I did. He could understand news articles in English. But in class, he was always silent. One day I asked him, "Alex, why don't you speak?" He told me, "I want to, but when I try to make a sentence, my brain gets too busy." He said, "I think, is this the right word? Is this grammar correct? Do native speakers talk like this?" He thought about it for so long. By the time he was ready, the conversation had moved on. Language is not a math test. There is not always one perfect answer. Language is for connection. It is for communication. Think about a baby learning to walk. Does a baby fall? Yes, many times. Falling is part of learning to walk. Making mistakes is part of learning to speak. So, here is a powerful idea for you. Done is better than perfect. Let me explain. Imagine you want to say this sentence. I went to a cafe with my friend this afternoon and we drank lattes. This sentence is long. For a beginner, it is difficult. You might worry about the word afternoon or latte. So you say nothing. You get 0 points. Now try the done is better than perfect way. You can say, today I drink coffee with friend. Is this sentence perfect? Number is the grammar correct? Number. But can the other person understand you? Yes, absolutely. You just succeeded in communication. You got 60 points. 60 points is much better than 0. The third reason, the swimming pool problem. The third reason is about how you learn. Many people only do input. They do not do output. What is input? Input is taking information in. Reading books is input. Listening to podcasts is input. Watching movies is input. These are all very important. But what is output? Output is producing the language. Writing is output. And most importantly, speaking is output. Let me give you a simple example. Imagine a man who wants to learn to swim. He buys 10 books about swimming. He reads every page. He knows how to move his arms. He knows how to kick his feet. He also watches videos of Olympic swimmers every day. He knows all the theory. Now you take this man to a swimming pool. You say, "Okay, please swim." Can he swim? Of course not. He will probably sink. Why? He has all the knowledge in his head, but his body has never been in the water. His muscles do not know the feeling. Learning to speak English is exactly the same. Reading and listening are like reading the swimming books. Your brain is full of knowledge, but if you do not open your mouth and speak, you are not in the water. Your mouth and your tongue need practice. They need to build muscle memory for English sounds. Speaking is a physical skill, just like swimming. So, look at your learning habits. Are you only doing input? If you are, you have found the reason why you cannot speak. How to start speaking today. So, we talked about the why. Now, let's talk about the how. Here are some simple, practical ways to start speaking. First, talk to yourself. This is my favorite method. Many people say, "I have no one to talk to." That is not a problem. You can be your own speaking partner. When you wake up, look out the window. Say in English, "Good morning. The weather is nice today." When you are making breakfast, look at an egg. Say, "This is an egg. I am cooking an egg. I like to eat eggs." Describe everything around you. Use the simple words and sentences you already know. This practice builds a bridge between your brain and your mouth. You start thinking in English, and nobody is listening. So there is no fear. You can make mistakes. Second, find a language partner. Today, the internet makes this easy. There are many websites and apps. You can find someone who wants to learn your language, and they can help you with English. You can schedule a call once a week. Maybe talk for 30 minutes. For the first 15 minutes, you speak English. For the next 15 minutes, you speak your language. It helps both of you. Third, use English in the real world. This can feel scary, but you can start small. Go to a coffee shop. You only need to learn 3 sentences. "Hello, 1 coffee, please. Thank you." That's it. When you do this, you will feel a great sense of success. This small success gives you big confidence. It shows you that you can communicate. Your first step. Today we talked about 3 big problems. First, the fear of making mistakes. Second, the desire to be perfect. Third, learning with only input and no output. We also talked about 3 solutions. Talk to yourself, find a language partner, use English in the real world. Now let's go back to the beginning. I promise to tell you one very simple habit that can change everything. That habit is the first solution. Talk to yourself. Why is this the most powerful method? Because you can start right now. It is completely free. There is zero pressure. It directly fights all three problems. It helps you overcome fear because no one is judging you. It helps you forget perfectionism because you are just practicing. And it is the perfect first step into output. Start with just 5 minutes a day. Describe your room. Talk about your day. This small action, done every day, will build a strong foundation. Soon you will see a big change in your speaking ability. Thanks for watching, and as always, keep going and keep growing.